Hey everyone, as promised, we're going to make a video today about turning on the rail. This is useful when you're trying to get your balance because it makes you feel a bit more comfortable being able to turn to the left and right, and also keeping our body above our feet, above the rail when we're moving through different planes. We're going to start off by standing on the rail as if we're walking along it and turning 180 degrees, it's turning halfway around. And before we do this, it's a good idea to practice on the floor. So by putting one foot in front of the other, I need to decide which way I'm going to turn. Because if I try and pivot this way, towards my front foot, I'm going to get myself tangled up. So I'm going to have to turn away from my front foot, keep all my weight above my feet in order to turn around. When we're looking at turning around and we're standing on the side of a rail, we're going to have to lift one foot up. It's a good idea to practice those movements, decide which foot you want to pivot around, decide which way you want to turn before getting onto the rail. Because if you have to start thinking about it while you're trying to hold your balance, it might be a bit too much and you'll lose your balance. So let's have a go on the rail. Stepping up, getting my balance, taking a couple of steps. As I've got my right foot forward, I'm turning to the left, getting my balance, go again. And you can see there, in order to keep my balance after I've done the turn, because it did send me a little bit off, I stuck one leg out and that took some weight over there, which got me back into balance and I can carry on. Don't be afraid to use your limbs to flag, you don't have to stay like this. The other thing we see a lot of when people start learning to walk on a rail is taking tiny little steps. So when you step onto the rail, you want to take a good sized step forward. If you don't step far enough forward, you can tread on your own toe or not have room for your foot and have to turn, and that's going to send you off balance. So you want to take the same size step on the rail as you would on the floor. And the same is true when we're getting our balance for this. A nice wide base of support so that I can turn around and regain my balance. Remember, in the first couple of lessons we spoke about having a nice wide base of support. So we don't want to be treading like this, a little bit wider, so when we come through this plane, we've got a nice wide base of support, we need to turn back around. To practice for this one, you could turn 90 degrees, that's a quarter of a turn, and see if you can get your balance again. It's a good idea to practice getting on and off of the rail, it's just a good thing to be practicing. So from here, I step forwards, and turn 90 degrees, see if I can hold my balance, and then turn again, off. Have a go yourself, see how wide you want to step, and see what's going to work for you. The next one being a little bit tougher, and that is turning around 180 degrees when standing on a rail this way, because we're going to have to take our feet off. From here, I've got my balance, I'm nice and low. I favour a nice low position, like a low centre of mass, and then I can just turn myself around and get my balance. And it's really worth practicing this one on the floor, deciding which way you want to turn, which foot you want to take off, turning around. And we've already spoken about rubber and friction, and you will feel that your foot won't want to turn all the way around. So I like to step across myself. I start turning, and with my foot that I'm lifting off, I step across myself, and I can pull myself back into that position. Again, from here, nice and low, turning around, getting my balance. You might favour turning one way, which means stepping around the back, or favour turning the other way and stepping around the front. See what's going to work for you. So stepping onto the rail, getting my balance, decide which way I'm going to turn, which foot I'm going to lift off. I'm going to turn, get low, and hold that balance again. Try it yourself, see how you get on, and let us know. I want to see some videos and pictures of you guys using these things. Have fun, see you soon.